Hi, all. Good morning. We're going to do some affirmation tarot. It is Friday, actually. So I hope you've had a great week. I am really, really looking forward to being at the Midsummer Market at Nature's Treasures tomorrow, July 19th, 2025, from 12 to 5, I believe it is, and getting a chance to meet so many people, not just the vendors, but also so many wonderful people who are going to come and enjoy the day and enjoy the new Nature's Treasures location. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started with our usual affirmation tarot. And I swear to God, one of these days, these cards are going to get broken in. Maybe I'll start making some progress on that tomorrow because I plan on having the decks with me to work with anybody who wants to come on by and see what aspects and areas of your life you may be wanting to focus on in a coaching way. So I'm doing mini coaching sessions, 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes for $25. And we start off with the cards. So today we are going to start with, because I'm still not going to shuffle them because they'll go all over the place and it'll be like 52 pickup. That's just not cool. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Always my little thingy. Magnifying board. Oh my God, it's so great for reading books, except, I wish I had a kind of a prop that would hold it with the book. But anyway, neither here nor there. So today we're talking about I commit myself to empowering daily routines that promote success, good health, and overall fulfillment. So yes, routine is very, very important. Habits, in other words. Things that you do, such as maybe not doom scrolling, change it to kitties and puppies. Change it to do-it-yourself stuff, DIY stuff. Change it to crafting if you have to be scrolling. Stay away from the doom and the gloom. Stay away from the news as much as possible. You need to stay current. So, and I'm not affiliated with them, but I hear Ground News is excellent. I do not have a link in my description. I will not have a link in my bio. You can look it up. Ground News. Hey, Trey Crowder is an affiliate for them. So, and a lot of others, but comes out of Trey Crowder's mouth. I can kind of trust it. I appreciate the man. Anyway, and unbiased news. So, let's see. I hope you've had a great week so far. And on the back of the card, so again, this is the front of the card, and one of these days I'm going to learn how to do this so that we don't get a lot of glare on here. I don't have one of those ring lights, and I use natural light from the window, so shocking, right? Anyway, consider your future in 1, 5, or 10 years based on daily habits. If the envisioned outcome doesn't satisfy you, reverse engineer your routine to align with your goals. For instance, targeting $100,000 as a coach by year end. Hey, how'd you know? This one must be for me. Connect with 3 potential clients daily. By breaking down larger goals, you transform the abstract notion of future success into a series of practical, achievable tasks, bridging the gap between your current situation and your envisioned future. So it's the stepping stone idea, basically. It's, you may know how to read now, but you didn't always. You had to learn your ABCs first, and then you had to learn the sounds of them, then you had to learn how they got put together, then you had to build a vocabulary. So it's the same thing for anything else, and success is definitely one of those things that they don't teach you in school. They really don't teach you that in school. But neither here nor there. Small steps make big rewards. I do actually have a playlist on my YouTube channel, SSBR, Small Steps, Big Rewards, and it goes into a lot of depth on that stuff. Okay, so we're going to get into the big deck. Yeah, the one that hurts my hands. Sorry. Okay, let's see where we go with this one. Oh, I really, really like that one, these small steps. They just make such a big difference. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. Got a good ruffle, ruffle, shuffle that time. Wait, go. There we go. Okay, good. Alright. And taking off the top two cards on this one. Because, yikes. There, otherwise they'll go all over the place. And what do we have today for the top two cards for Friday, starting for the weekend? Let's look at it this way. Embracing discipline. So maybe the weekend is a good time to start, depending on what you're talking about. So we've talked about small steps and mindset and caring for yourself and your health, both mental and physical. So when did that happen? That always happens. Okay. Anyway, and then letting love in. We're going to get to this very soon, but let's start with embracing discipline, because great changes start with a great mindset, and a great mindset shifts into a great mindset by having discipline with your thoughts and where you let them go and where you let them take you. So, embracing discipline, not to mention habits, because that kind of goes without saying, right? I'm hoping. All right, I embrace discipline as a tool for growth and success. I cultivate strong daily habits that support my goals and dreams. I am disciplined in my actions and consistently take steps toward achieving my desired outcomes. Well, that's pretty straightforward right there. And it's everything that we have already just talked about and that we've been talking about right along. So, again, this is Affirmation Tarot, so, we don't have to worry about people coming in behind us. But one of the things that maybe we do want to talk about real quickly is those people who come in and try and overthrow our apple cart. They don't want us to make those positive changes. They don't want to see us succeed. They don't want us to have discipline. They don't want us to get more physically fit. They don't want us to do because they don't want to do it. So if we achieve our physical fitness, if we achieve our health goals, if we achieve our financial goals, if we achieve our aspirations, then they have to look at themselves. We become a mirror for them. They have to look at us and they say, you're different, you've changed, you're not the same person you were before. Well, no, you're not. You're not the same person, and that's okay, because you're working to change. You're working to be the best possible you can be, to attract the best possible life that you know that you are worthy of and deserving of. So, no, you're not the same person, and that's okay. It's really okay, but it's not okay for them, because that means that if they put forth the effort, that they might be able to change into their better versions too, but they just don't want to. They want to keep you where it's comfortable for them. So keep that in mind when you say, "Oh man, I promised myself I'd go for a run this morning, or I'd go for a walk around the lake, or whatever." I promised myself that I'm going to go down to Town Lake and I'm going to run a paddleboard because I've never done it before. And maybe they want to come with you. And if they want to come with you, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you're going to have to, be discerning about it, whether or not this is the kind of person that you want to go with you. Because if they're not, they might distract you from actually getting to Town Lake. They might say, oh, let's go for lunch first, and then, oh, you can't go on the lake for an hour after lunch, and then all of a sudden you're having drinks, and then all of a sudden your adventure to paddleboard is out the window because you let them distract you from your goal. So be very, very careful about whether or not that you want to invite that person to come with you. Or they might just say, oh, well, come on, you can do that anytime. You can do it, not this weekend. Come on, I really want to go to lunch. I really want to go out and have drinks. I really want to go see a movie. Don't you want to go see that movie? Trust me, with streaming services and subscription services and all this stuff, there is no movie that you're never going to not be able to see. Okay? So go have the adventure, go paddleboarding, try something new, and don't let anybody stop you. Wear a life vest, especially if you can't swim. Wear a life vest. Just saying. You never know. All right, so there's that. And yeah, embrace the discipline. Honor yourself. That is a discipline in and of itself. And then letting love in. Well, I don't know about you, but I am very, very lucky. I got love in my life. And it's not easy sometimes, especially if you've had negative experiences. It can be very, very hard to open your heart to let love in. I open my heart to the abundant flow of love, allowing it to freely enter and radiate from within me. I am deserving of love and joy in all aspects of my life. And that is true. And if you are reluctant to let love in from external sources, start within. Grow that love for yourself, inside of yourself. Because once you do, people are going to look at you differently, and the people who are going to decry your efforts, they're going to fall away. Eventually they're going to fall away because they know that they can't get to you. They know that you have outpaced them. But the people who are meant to be part of your world, part of your life, and part of your loving circle of people, when you start loving yourself, when you start setting those boundaries and adhering to those boundaries, when you start honoring your needs and your truth and your silence and your serenity, when you start honoring that, you are showing that you love yourself, and you will attract an entirely, entirely new breed of people. And most of them are going to be very, very similar in vibration to you. They're going to see you and they're going to welcome you to the sovereign circle, as it were. So a circle of people who take their sovereignty very, very seriously and with a great deal of reverence. Because you're not put here on this planet to serve other people. You are not put here on this planet to be less than anyone else. You are put on this planet to live your life, to do what helps you grow, to learn what you need to be the best, highest version of yourself. And sometimes that does mean serving people, but you have to do it with awareness. That means that you can't burn yourself out in order to take care of others. That your needs come first, because if they don't, you cannot properly serve others. So if you're having trouble letting love in from the outside, start from within. Grow the garden inside yourself. And by the time you are comfortable with loving and cherishing yourself, you will have attracted the right kind of people that will help you understand that, you're doing the right thing. You're in the right place with yourself. Now, that doesn't mean being cruel. It doesn't mean, denying anybody else's needs. What it means is just that. It means that you have to love yourself more than you love anybody else. You're the only person that is going to be with you 24/7, 365, from the day you're born till the day you die. You. And if you can't love and respect yourself, nobody else will. So on that note, embrace discipline and let love in, and commit yourself to empowering daily habits. So yeah, there's that pause again. Commit yourself to small habits on a daily basis. Thank you for being here. If you're in Austin area, come on down to Nature's Treasures. I would love to see you there. That is tomorrow from 12 to 5 at 11055 North I-35 in Austin. So it's right off of Breaker. So I hope to see some of you there, and if not, have a wonderful weekend. Take care, be safe, and remember what we've gone through this week. You deserve the love. You deserve the peace. You deserve the successes and the abundance, and don't forget it. Bye now.